Nerdrotic.com.
Chris Gore's back.
Yeah.
Woo! Oh, I'm a little loud now.
Uh-oh.
Hey, starting out normal for this stream. Welcome to the Nerdrotic Nooner, everybody. Everybody needs a nooner, especially with Chris Gore. Especially with Chris Gore. Because we missed you. We missed you. So
thanks.
So let's get to it. Welcome back. It's going to be a shorter show until he gets his streaming legs under him. You're doing a good job on Film Threat. You sound great.
Yes,
Welcome
sir.
back, my friend.
Thank you. I feel good. I mean, improving every day. There's certain words I can't pronounce, like prostitute. I can't say prostitute.
Just say hooker.
Hooker, whore.
Yeah.
I'll try that.
There you
but-
go.
Yeah, but yeah, that and slurring. But those are the only one. Those are a few words. But I'm, making a comeback and got the beard going. Gary, I'm part of the club now.
Yeah.
I know.
It's a little itchy. What do you use to? What do you use
Oil.
to clean it?
Oh,
Yeah, beard oil or what?
I have a special beard oil that I'll have Mrs. Nerdrotic send you immediately.
Thank you.
You have to wash, you have to condition, you have to brush.
Just like regular hair.
Just like regular hair, except more
Mhm.
because it gets
Kinda love
nastier
It's
quicker than
wiry
hair.
food. If you get it on there, it
Oh.
can smell.
Well,
yeah.
I mean, the food part's the good part. You're like, oh, little snack.
But yeah, trying the beard out. I like it actually. It's getting good feedback online, and I'm back. So yeah, there's so much to talk about. I just couldn't remain away. It's just there's so many good things and bad things, mostly awful things.
Mostly
It's
awful
fine.
things. Let's get the
Yeah.
serious one out of the way. Not your damn stroke. You've been milking that long enough. Roger Corman passed away.
Yeah,
Director of the
Yeah,
best
very
Fantastic Four movie ever made that we never saw.
most accurate to the comics, frankly.
Yeah.
Ugh.
He lived a good life. Some asshole roasted him after his death. I forgot who that was because he got dissed by like what Hollywood's full of pieces of crap. But rest in peace, Roger Corman, man. R.I.P. And maybe Disney will have the balls, which they won't, to release that movie. Like give it a proper release. I don't know if I know the story that they snuck a version out that we all have bootlegs of, right? But Chris, is there a secret master out there that they can make a Blu-ray
yes.
off of? Okay.
I have the Blu-ray of that movie.
The Blu-ray.
I have the Blu-ray, yes. And believe it or not, funny you bring this up. I have been corresponding with Joseph Culp, who played Dr. Doom. There is currently I'll put it in the private chat. If you could please share it.
Sure.
There is a campaign to get it released officially.
Okay.
And
Let's get behind this.
I'm going to do a story about it, but here it is. They're working on signature. Just release it. It could be an extra on, something, or put it on Disney Plus, whatever. But yeah,
Just release it, please. That's what
the Fantastic Four Taken.com is the site. check it out right now. And yeah, Joseph Culp, I'm doing an interview with him and we're going to talk about it. But yeah, so funny you bring that up. Because I think this new FF movie will be terrible. I have no hope for it.
No.
It's because of the system, because of Disney, because just who they are as a company. And I just have no faith at all. No faith.
No. There it is. Look
Yep.
at that costume. Look at that. God. That Thing costume rules. I freaking love it. Oh,
Dude, I saw it in person.
oh.
It was
What?
when he would walk in that costume, it was incredible. So,
Hey, he's got the eyebrow,
yep.
the unibrow. You need that for the
Look at,
thing.
look at that Doom costume.
That's fuck. That is
badass.
awesome. That is awesome.
Yeah.
So yeah, let's get behind this.
People.
Hello, Exure. Good.
That's it.
Hi.
Hey,
Hi.
How's your internet doing?
My internet is holding up so far. I haven't gone pixelated yet, so I'm very appreciative of that, and I'm hoping it stays that way for the rest. But we'll see. I don't know what else to do. We actually called the company to upgrade the internet, and it's up to 50 megabytes per second upload. I know. I can't get any higher. I've
That's
checked all the
terrible.
companies. Mhm.
oh my God.
I live in
It's
Commonwealth.
Starlink or something. So if
Starlink
you go
is even
pixel-
worse in
Are
Canada.
they?
Yeah, I do have
Yeah.
it, but just never used it.
If you do go pixelated, I'm just going to imagine something bad is happening behind the pixels. That's all I'm going to say. If you've ever seen adult films from Japan, you know what I'm talking about.
Oh my God, what are you talking about?
You know what I'm talking about. The chat knows.
The chat
what I'm
knows.
talking about.
Yeah, all you have to say is adult films, but I don't understand this pixel thing. Like,
they
are they
pixelate
blind?
they pixelate the parts because it despite Japan being this depraved
Yes.
society that sniffs panties, they pixelate the parts.
You can get
Certain parts.
pants-
Certain
So-
You
parts.
can get panties in like vending machines.
Yes.
I heard about that. Yeah,
Hey,
but not about the pixels.
so
Dang. Okay.
my internet speed currently is at 860 and 910 upload.
Oh my
Jelly.
God.
Fiber,
That's
baby.
amazing.
Hey, before we get started, I was supposed to mention this on Real BBC yesterday, and I didn't. Tomorrow at 10 a.m. Pacific, which is 12 Central, 1, right? 1
Eastern.
1
Yes.
Eastern. Thanks for helping me with math there.
You're welcome.
I am joining Paranormal X. They have a channel here. Very good. And this is going to be kind of Forbidden Frontier, pop culture kind of thing. I'll be on a new podcast where I'll be interviewing Mark Victor, the writer of Poltergeist. And they're doing a comic, and we're also going to interview Mitchell Horowitz to talk about time travel theories. So that'll be tomorrow, 12 o'clock on Nerdrotic Live. You can also watch it on Paranormal X. And we're going to do like a series of these. And it's kind of a cross promotion-y kind of thing for Forbidden Frontier as well. So if you're into that kind of stuff, check it out. And I can't wait. I've already spoken a little bit to Mark Victor. Funny guy, cool guy, and wrote one of my all-time favorite movies. So, and I did tell him that, like, hey, my mom, on graduation for 6th grade, my mom piled in all my friends in the Pontiac Grand Safari station wagon, and we went to go see Poltergeist, the PG movie Poltergeist, where a guy rips his face off, and it was freaking awesome. It was awesome. So we're going to be doing that. But let's get into it. Rings of Power. Okay. So the series of events went like this on, and yes, I'm doing a video, should have been out today, but I did a lot of live streaming yesterday, so it'll be out tomorrow where I go over, I'll do my breakdown. Everybody's done their breakdowns. I got to get my turn in. Okay. Hopefully it'll be a little different, but, May 9th of this year, it was announced that Peter Jackson is returning to Lord of the Rings, doing a Gollum film with Philippa Boyens and Fran Walsh, Andy Serkis directing. They're going to somehow make 2 films out of, a half a page in Shadow of the Past from Fellowship of the Rings and a paragraph from the Council of Elrond, also in the Fellowship of the Rings. And it will still be better than the Rings of Power. Then on the 13th, Amazon announced that they're going to release a trailer. Also on the 13th, Warner Brothers announced that War of the Rohirrim will be shown at a French film festival, meaning we're going to get a trailer for that pretty soon too. Then on May 14th, Amazon released the Rings of Power trailer. Also, 1 hour later, Warner Brothers releases a House of the Dragon trailer. I fucking love this. It is a dick measuring contest, and Amazon lost badly. And you just love to see it. You love to see it.
Behind the scenes, I imagine it's kind of like Game of Thrones in the corporate world.
Yes.
There's little power and fiefdoms and people in marketing doing, like when they dropped that House of the Dragon trailer, like
I was laughing so hard. I was like, oh, they did not. And they had the hand over the send button. They're just like, okay, release it. We'll wait an hour.
Planned.
Oh, hell yes.
100% planned.
So they had that thing ready to go, and they were probably going to release it at some point. I highly doubt it was planned to release that day until Amazon. They're like, oh, let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
Let's make it a repeat of 2 years ago.
And I will say, I didn't hate the Rings of Power trailer that was dropped, only because it looked.
I did.
Okay. Only because it looked coherent, meaning their attempt at telling a coherent story. But since I've seen the first season, I already know it's going to be bad.
So they did things. We're not going to get into all. I've got a whole playlist of live streams and videos on how they fucked that up 3 ways to Sunday. I'll just say, let's focus on the Elven Rings. The Elven Rings should not have been the first thing they did. Okay. They were supposed to do the lesser rings that were essays in the craft to build up to those rings. They're doing it completely out of order. It shouldn't have been Halbrand there. It should have been Anatar, the Lord of Gifts. Galadriel was suspicious of him from the get-go, didn't like him from the get-go. There was something off about him. She shouldn't have almost fallen in love and, as said yesterday, got fingered on a raft in the middle of the ocean that she swam across. And it was, so now they're going to fix it by doing it more out of order. So here's their big plan, Chris. They're going to put a wig on Halbrand, and Celeborn is going to go, man, this is a totally different guy. I don't recognize him at all.
He got a good wig. That was great. The wig was awesome.
It's fucking ridiculous. He is the cunning shapeshifter Sauron, and he's like, wig. Well, I mean, Celebrimbor is pretty stupid. Okay, to be fair, he didn't know what alloy was until he met Halbrand, the Master Smith. But yeah, that's just one of 1,000 things they're going to screw up. For one, Isildur's little sister doesn't exist. They're going to make her a big. You heard her in the background. She's going to be the one who figures out, oh, there's this division on Numenor. By the way, the division on Numenor, and this can't be undersold. Hiking Feanor, Alpha Chad pointed this out on Twitter. This can't be undersold. Some of the themes of Tolkien's work has Christian themes in it. So one of the themes of Numenor is men turning their back on God, on the one God. That's where the schism is. In the Rings of Power, the schism is from immigration and the fear of losing their jobs to elves.
Oh my God.
Okay. Fuck this show. And I see the same shills coming out because is their trailer better than the first? I don't think so. I don't think so at all. I think it's a lot of bells and whistles, and it took them a long time. By the way, they finished filming before House of the Dragon, months before House of the Dragon, and this is their first trailer. This is like, we didn't get a promotional shot or anything. And there's all kinds of wild stuff if you look in the background. That's why I'm glad I took a little extra time, because I completely missed some stuff, including the Barrow Whites, which is, I don't know if it's the Barrow Whites, but it certainly looks like it. Like what? Thousands of years. They must be a different barrel white. That fuck if I know. But it's so out of order and wrong, and I can't wait to talk about it in as detail as I'm gonna get in a video. And like the lore's screwed anyway, so it doesn't really matter. And they're compressing thousands of years into a very short time span. The eagle being with our Farazan is fucking ridiculous. Everything's about it's ridiculous. But if you're just, as I said in my reviews, Chris, if you're just a guy or a girl of the both genders, you know, the two genders, the only two genders that exist, and you're just watching the show and you know nothing about Tolkien, it's still a piece of shit. It's still a narrative piece of shit.
When I say I didn't hate it, I want to point out to the audience, I recently suffered a stroke. So
it's fine to say you didn't hate, Chris. We can disagree on stuff. It's all right.
Yeah, but it's like, okay, that's our first look. It's like everything else I saw about it, I hated. And that was like, oh, it's attempting to be coherent. It's attempting to bring it together to a something of a story. But based on what I've seen, it was an unwatchable show. And I don't know the lore like you know. I like a great story, like Lord of the Rings in the theater. I can't get good seats. I'm trying to find a good theater with good seats. It's like they are packed. The screenings, I don't know and they added screenings. Did you know that?
No, I haven't even bought my tickets. That's probably a dumb move on my part. But
they added screenings. I wish they did one a week. That's what they did with Spider-Man. They did it one a week. There'd be here's Spider-Man 1, Spider-Man 2,
yeah,
Spider-Man 3.
Yeah.
Like it was great. You could pick the day. I'm gonna go see it. And it was amazing. And Gary, I saw I haven't missed a step. I've seen every movie in the theater. I haven't stopped going. I'm seeing Furiosa today.
Oh,
actually.
I was going to ask you about that. Yeah, I've got strong reservations about that movie.
Yeah,
I like Anya Taylor-Joy. I actually like her as an actress. Yeah. But yeah, tell me what you think. Already.
I'm going to do a stream later tonight with Alan, and we're going to talk about it, early review. But I've heard bad things already. So we'll see.
When I saw the early shills coming out and sounding like a Marvel movie, I was like, oh.
Yeah. I heard it's just packed with like story stuff, and it's not as good as Fury Road. But quick aside, having seen the Spider-Man movies in a theater, this is 2002, 2004. When did Spider-Man 3?
2007.
2007. Okay, yeah. So early 2000s Spider-Man. Couple things I noticed. The romance so worked. The sweetness and the innocence. There was also real heroism, self-sacrifice. Also, by the way, patriotism.
Mm-hmm.
Both 1 and 2 ended with Spider-Man in front of an American flag. Huge patriotism. And on top of that, religion. Aunt May, religious, she goes to, maybe get married in a church to J. Jonah's son, whatever. And religion is mentioned. God is mentioned. Now, not forced, not pushed.
She says,
not an agenda.
Is it the Lord's Prayer when in the first one? Yeah.
Yeah. And and I'm watching this going like, I got choked up during Spider-Man 2. I was like, I just sat there thinking, my God, we don't have this now.
No.
So many things in this movie would be vilified or mocked. And what was interesting was it was packed. Every screening for Spider-Man I went to was packed. The audience was packed, and they were all, frankly, young. They didn't see it in a theater when they were kids because they were too young, and they ate it up. They applauded so at the end, bursts of applause. And even Spider-Man 3, I know people make fun of it. I like it. Other than Venom is terrible. Like that thing is just throw that away. But I like parts of Spider-Man 3.
I own it. I've watched it again. The Bully Maguire stuff is great. I agree with you with the Venom stuff. Did you read the Peter David novelization?
No, I didn't. No.
It's really good if they would have stuck with that, because it gives Sandman even like more to do and more of a character arc and more of a tragic character. Yeah, it should have worked. I mean, there was some bad bits in it, but had a good Wolf Mother song in there too.
Yeah,
Really good
there's
Wolf
just
Mother song.
So
But,
many good moments in Spider-Man 3 and
I'd watch it over Amazing Spider-Man 1 and 2.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get in trouble for this one. I'd watch it over Homecoming or Far From Home.
Same. I don't like Tom Holland. He's too I don't know. And Zendaya's a terrible MJ. She was tolerable in Homecoming or No Way Home. I get those mixed up.
It's Homecoming, Far From Home, No Way Home.
No Way Home. And No
I
Way
think
Home
Dakota Johnson's. Do you remember when that interview?
What was that?
She's like, Spider-Man, here he is. Spider-Man, he's at home. And then she calls it the Goblet of Fire or whatever at the end. I thought it was pretty funny.
I love her and Sydney Sweeney. Oh, did you hear the Sydney Sweeney news?
Barbarella.
Yes.
In an Edgar Wright movie.
Oh my God.
Holy shit. If they do it right.
If they do sci-fi sexy, like the outfits she was in, and just make it a romp and make it wild and make fun of itself and go crazy, like with what you can do with AI and crazy visuals, like they won't use AI.
Well, I always saw like the Channel 5 version, the KTLA version, the Channel 13 version out of LA. And then like when I was a little older, wow, I almost had a stroke there. I watched it on VHS, like the real version. I'm like, oh shit, they edited the fuck out of this movie.
She's freaking naked.
She's naked, great. Like all the time. But you know what? If Sydney Sweeney erases Hanoi Jane, I'm fine. Fine with that.
Yeah. That I don't mind that getting replaced, but oh my God. I think that's being underplayed, like how cool that could be. And no one knows that movie except you and I.
Yeah.
No one knows it but you and I.
I think it was Arrow. I have they just did a 4K special edition. I've got that.
Yep.
I've got the book, the comic. That's like monochrome. It's all in monochrome colors. It's pretty cool.
It's so like heavy metal inspired. And
super,
just like,
yeah.
And like pulp 50s sci-fi with like sexy women. I have a huge collection of a bunch of sci-fi pulp, like, you know, paperbacks from the 50s. They're like compilations of sci-fi short stories, and they're like big authors in it, like Isaac Asimov, Harlan Ellison. I mean, Frank Herbert famously, you know, parts of Dune were serialized in magazines like that before Dune came out as a novel in 65.
Remember Steranko did an adaptation of Outlander in a heavy metal magazine.
Really?
Yes.
Oh wow. So that vibe, that aesthetic coming back with Sydney Sweeney's bod is awesome. I think she's brilliant. I think she's like, let her be her and do what she wants. She'll, you know, be more successful than any of these people.
So yes, like I can't wait to see Lord of the Rings and I'll find a ticket.
Yeah,
I'll get it. I miss Spider-Man, which sucks. Spider-Man 2, if you remember when it came out, it's so long ago, 20 years ago now. Critics loved it. Audience loved it. It was the talk of the town was it might get nominated for Best Picture. Should have. Absolutely should have.
Yep.
It is one of the greatest superhero movies ever made. It's right up there with Superman. I would say it's right after Superman the movie. Right after
100%. And the moment where Peter is holding up the wall as it crumbles and she sees his face
for the first time,
it's that payoff. I got choked up, Gary.
It's a great payoff.
The audience, every moment of romance, like there's a thing where, you know, they're just talking, MJ and Peter. And he's like, so you're not interested? And the audience went, ooh. This is an audience of kids who have been starved for romance. You don't see a simple, innocent romance. You know?
Yeah, well, that's sex appeal, romance, masculinity, all missing from entertainment right now. I mean, like Doctor Who is has zero masculinity. That's the biggest problem with it, and nobody like. It's just fucking terrible. We don't even need to talk about it. And they were trying to downplay that in the Rings of Power too, downplaying masculinity. Yes. High King Gilgalad is like what? He played like a total pussy. He's like, get the fuck out of here. And it's so going back to the trailer. Yes, they're gonna try to go back to the lore, but they're doing it out of order and they're compressing it out of order. How does that fix anything? So these assholes thought they were better than Tolkien. They thought that, and they wanted to put their stamp on Tolkien's work. Fuck that. That hasn't changed. The shills are out there going, it's gonna be great. All the shills who said the first season was great are now saying they're making the necessary improvements that you were all fucking for and trying to rationalize for 2 years while you were attacking fans. Eat your fucking crow. I can't wait for this to come out, and it's going to be the same thing. You know, it's not like we haven't been through this before. This ain't our first rodeo. Let's go back to Star Trek Discovery Season 1. Star Trek Discovery Season 1, a lot of people were optimistic about it. It came out, it was a piece of shit. The creators said, hey, we're going to fix things. We're going to turn things around. We got a trailer for season 2. Everybody's like, oh, Pike, oh my God, everything's great. It was fucking worse than season 1. So season 3 comes out. They're all like, we're going to get back into more optimistic Star Trek. And that's when we got the article. After every season, Kurtzman Trek promised to be more optimistic and closer to the tone of Star Trek, which they were never able to achieve until Terry Matalas came around. And then they told him to fuck off. So, been through this before. So let's go. I'm ready. I put up a poll on Twitter. It may have been a petty response to a Fellowship of Fans poll. Okay, it was. And the poll is, are you pulling that up, X-Ray Girl? She's all yes. How do you feel about yesterday's House of the Dragon Season 2 trailer? Or sorry, House of the Dragon. I've ruined it. The Rings of Power Season 2 trailer. It was amazing. It was okay. It sucked. House of the Dragon. House of the Dragon is winning. House of the Dragon. By the way, that House of the Dragon trailer was great. It tells you everything it sets you up for the season. It gets a little repetitive, but it's basically like, our house versus your house. We need other houses. We're going to war. They mentioned war like 3 times. Bunch of fucking dragons. Matt Damon. I just did it again. Matt Damon Targaryen. Matt Damon Targaryen. Fucking being great and a great character. The armor looked good. The battles look good. There is a shot of Elrond going into battle on horses with a bunch of horses behind him. And then look at this, basically the same scene from the House of the Dragon trailer. And look how much better it looks in House of the Dragon. Like they know what they're fucking doing. Like they're actual craftsmen. And Rings of Power looks like what it is. A bunch of inexperienced fucking morons cosplaying, LARPing fucking Tolkien badly.
Yeah.
So I say bring it.
It's like a fan film.
Yeah.
At this point, an expensive fan film.
Oh, by the way, forgot to mention, I'm wrong. Rings of Power Season 2 is going to be great. You want to know why? Every episode's directed by a woman.
That'll do it.
I sit corrected. Misogyny is destroyed. Every episode, they want to make it a point to let you know that every person behind that camera, I can't say, I was going to say has a vagina, but do we know that for sure? I don't know.
Hollywood.
It's Hollywood. I don't know.
God.
Every episode directed by a woman, so that's going to fix it. They said it's going to be darker, and they were right. They just turned off the fucking lights for half that trailer. You can't see shit. It's like, oh wow, you went long night on us. But yeah, the more I've watched the trailer a lot. Also, the delay was, I don't know if you're aware, but just about an hour later, they released a behind the scenes video, which is also ratioed, by the way, where they show more and they show possibly a pre-visual effects Barrow White. Again, it's like, it can't be a ring wraith but it looks like a zombie king. And he looks, I don't know the way it looks. He looks Eastern, but I honestly don't know if the chat has any theories on that. I mean, not that you care, but yeah, you get a little more look behind the scenes. Isildur meets possibly Shelob.
Yeah.
So yeah, you get a lot more. Oh, and Disa has a Palantir, so she has the Palantir. She how did a dwarf? Well, I don't even know. So trailer might look, oh, that looks linear. Look at that behind the scenes shit.
It's interesting though, because the first season of Rings of Power, they really pushed a certain narrative or a certain way to promote it, which was 3 words: diversity, diversity, and diversity. And they're not doing that now. So that's worth noting that they've sort of backed off on the virtue signal promotion.
Okay, you're absolutely right about that. Like, there's still time, but you're right. Alls we heard from Jump Street was it's diverse, my representation, dwarf of color, elf of color, and alls we got was the trailer. And in the behind the scenes, alls they said was, it's getting darker. It's gonna be darker. The gloves are off. But we didn't hear. Oh, well, we have some Asian representation with the elves, which they did, which is still wrong. Okay, it's sorry, X-Ray Girl. I mean, great job in the scene, but it's still wrong. Okay, but you did your job. All right. So we will talk about that. If you could, there is a picture in new video in Discord of that zombie fucking thing. That's from the scene where Guy Ladriel's like, prepare yourselves. They go around. There's Doogie Elron and X-Ray Girl. It's from that scene, but it's not lit the same because it's a behind the scenes photo. And you'll see like oh no, I didn't put it in. Hang on. Or maybe I did. Yeah, I did. Because you're going to see it under the barrel lights. We can pop that up. But House of the Dragon, we'll also in a second show the ratios, the difference in ratios, which is chef's kiss. Chef's kiss. We also have a couple trailers to look at. Right, Chris?
Yeah. I think I sent you one.
Yeah. We said 2, right? Don't we have...
Yes. Well, yeah, the second one, I don't know.
No, not that one. Sorry.
That one?
No, hang on.
Or that one?
Nope.
Nope. Okay.
Maybe I didn't put it in there. I set it all up.
Just looking for images and I couldn't find anything past that.
Shoot, I didn't put it in there. That's my bad. Oh well. You can see it in the behind the scenes. There is a well-lit like zombie. It looks like a zombie, but it's pre-viz, so it's hard to tell. And he's going after, I'm assuming he, could be a she in Amazon, Rings of Prime, going after one of Guy Ladriel's company. All right, let's take a look at the Dune trailer. What Dune trailer, you say? The TV show that's going on Max. Let's look at the trailer, and I will give you my thoughts and fears from it.
Yeah, I have thoughts. I
want to hear your thoughts because you're the Dune lore guy. Yeah. You're the Dune lore. Oh, wait. Final word on, speaking of lore, final word on the Rings of Power for right now. One of the most disappointing things, and this is not everybody, by the way, shout out to Men of the West for being like real, taking a very balanced approach towards everything and just being real from the get-go. So shout out to Men of the West. Subscribe to that channel. It's a good lore channel. Everybody else, totally disappointed on, including lore channels I listen to, because they shilled hard for this. And these guys know more than I do about the lore, and they were trying to justify it until the season was over and it was safe. And that was the most disappointing thing, but that's the world of shilling, baby. be careful. It's a double-edged sword. It's a double-edged sword. You get all that sweet, sweet access from the company, but you might piss off your audience. So, or the audience, I should say. Let's go.
Yeah.
I love Mark Strong, but okay. Okay. So this is this origins of the Bene Gesserits or like early days, Chris? What do you think?
Early days, yeah. So in the Dune universe, there was this thing called the Butlerian Jihad, which was
The butt jihad?
Butlerian Jihad, where it was basically like wiping out all machines and AI.
Okay.
AI had been bad for mankind, and was a big war. The aftermath of that resulted in the creation of mentats, which were men who are human computers, and the Bene Gesserit, which are like these women that are like, they have these powers that are almost Jedi-like. So when people say, oh, they're girl bossing, well, they have powers, but really their biggest power is manipulation. So they manipulate the bloodlines of houses because they're trying to create, the Kwisatz Haderach, and they that's what they're doing. And even George R.R. Martin would admit Game of Thrones is really based on Dune, and Dune is like a sci-fi Game of Thrones. When you look at the whole,
absolutely,
it totally is. So I didn't realize this was going to go back so far in history. I thought it'd be more recent, but 10,000 years.
I would like the butt jihad would be awesome because.
Well, yeah, it's like it's an event. It's one of the biggest.
Well, no,
events.
seeing them take out like the AI, like, that's a great concept. I actually like that concept.
It's why there's no computers, no robots. There are no alien races. There are guild navigators, but they're former humans who've taken too much spice. But so it's a lot of world building, but I think it's going to focus on the manipulate. Effectively, the Bene Gesserit are like concubines. So, manipulating bloodlines.
Yeah, Eric V. According to Chris, this is post butt jihad. Okay.
Yeah. But pre-Paula
there's a theory. Well, Game of Thrones borrows from a lot of things. George has talked about this. It borrows from Elric. Yeah, it borrows from a lot of things. But there is a really good theory out there that many have had. I know some people like to take credit for it, but many have had it. Which I like, is that Game of Thrones is like a post-apocalyptic sci-fi world.
Oh, interesting.
There's lots of little, if you read especially World of Ice and Fire and, the main books, there's lots of like little hints that there was a vastly technologically superior, Valeria. And there was, so basically it's sci-fi and the magic is leftover, technology. Yeah. I don't know if I buy all of it, but it's an interesting theory.
That's cool.
Yeah. Interesting theory. Yeah. So, okay. So what I'm concerned about, and they talked about this on Geeks and Gamers, and when I first heard this, when I first heard this was being made, it got shelved for a little while, and then they found some new writers, and they went ahead with it, and it just sounded like to me, this is going to be Dune Girl Boss. And that is the danger with the modern writers. And there's a lot of stories out there that would have been good if you just stuck with the lore. Yeah. Sorry, it's a bit of a mantra here. But they get turned into something because of that little question that you guys put up on your Film Threat website from the WGA questionnaire is when you're going to write something, I'm paraphrasing here, what do you want this to be about?
Right.
So when you're adapting something, you want it to be about the adaptation and what the original writer wanted. That's what should be the answer, but that can't be the answer. It's got to be some kind of modern social cause. So that's ingrained into the union, into the DEI policies, and that's why I have very little hope for Peter Jackson's Lord of the Rings or anything put out with Hollywood until they show me different, right? because that's their approach to everything now. So hopefully that's not the case with this. I like Mark Strong.
Same.
That's it.
But I mean,
Oh, wait.
the one thing, the Dune world is pretty based, right? Like, and the Bene Gesserit, they have these powers, but they are like they're more about manipulation. They're not about, they have the voice, which is something George Lucas took, right? They have certain skills, but they're very low key about it. They're more behind the scenes,
They're manipulating. It's still, they're still concubines. And if you look at Dune, just from the movies I watched, admittedly, Chris, they're calling out the Messiah, they're calling out religion, but they're also, you're missing the point where they're taking, like basically, quote unquote, third world countries, manipulating them to topple a power structure just to make their own power structure, just to take over another power structure. It's an interesting concept. It's and I think a lot of people focus on Paul Atreides and not the followers, because if Paul Atreides turns into like this evil emperor, then so do his followers.
Right, and one of the things it may or may not get into is creating like myths and legends or prophecies. They seed civilizations with like a Messiah will come and save everyone, and then they have some lord or whatever go to that planet, and then they are considered the Messiah. Or so that's what happened in Dune. Although Dune is like the cliff notes of Dune, the Dune movies. So I wish they'd gotten into more of this, but I don't know that there's a whole series about this. I still don't know the story, the players, the characters. They mentioned Harkonnen at the end of this trailer, but we'll get into it. I mean, I don't know.
Real quick, the poll. Very interesting results on the poll.
Yeah.
It is like split. It's in thirds.
Literally.
Unsure wins. So, are you interested in watching Dune Prophecy? And 33% yes, 33% no, 34% unsure.
I think for me,
the one thing I have to give HBO credit for, they will scrap a pilot and redo it. They did that with Game of Thrones. Oh, is there any way to get that Game of Thrones pilot?
If there was, I'd have seen it.
Dude, it was. I think Peter Dinklage was the only cast member who survived.
Yeah,
everyone else.
Let's put a hey. If anybody has the Game of Thrones, I know everybody. Maybe I should put a bounty on it, like I did.
That's the whole grail.
Yeah.
Game of Thrones original scrapped pilot.
I'll come up with the number's going to have to be high. Because it has to exist somewhere. Somebody has to have a copy.
Yeah.
But Warner Brothers will destroy your channel if you show a frame of it. So we'd have to like watch it and just talk about it.
Have to be Rumble only or something.
Yeah. Yeah. And they're pretty brutal about that.
Yeah.
Let's watch the rest of this.
Yeah.
Interesting. Does any of it take place on Dune?
I don't know. I mean, it's 10,000 years ago. I mean, whatever.
Warner Brothers is going to hit us for that, by the way. Warner Brothers, you're so fucking stupid.
Oh,
this is where you're stupid. They hit you for everything. Warner Brothers, stop being idiots. Your stuff has been good. This has been going on for years. They've always done this. They've always been lame. You can fight them sometimes, but yeah.
Sucks.
Yep. But who cares? Who cares? Yeah. We move on. It looks like it's not like that they're not good. It clearly, what I got of this trailer is they're not very good. So we'll see.
You heard that they scrapped the first pilot. They were right up to shooting and it got shut down. So there were problems.
We're starting that is a return to normalcy.
Yes.
I haven't covered it probably because I was just spend too much time on Doctor Who. The Witcher at Netflix has been completely canceled, like across the board. So we're getting Dime Store Hemsworth in seasons 4 and 5, but they're filming them back to back. So essentially they got a season. My guess is you get like 5, maybe 6 episodes a season. So it's just one season essentially that they're splitting up. All the side projects canceled. Everything's done. I think they have an animated show coming out, but that was already made, and Netflix is washing their hands of The Witcher, so it's over. And like who could have seen that coming? You sided with Lauren Hisrich, who should, we were talking on Friday Night Tights about director's jail. There needs to be writer's jail and producer's jail. Like that needs to happen.
Yeah.
And Lauren Hisrich shouldn't be allowed to write anything with that big of a failure and going up against your star and breaking the law that much. You do not deserve a job in Hollywood ever. Fucking something up that bad. But these people these people, Phoebe Waller-Bridge keeps getting work. Why? Drinker pointed out yesterday, she's 8 years off of her hit show. What the hell has she done since then? She's just been built up as this feminist media darling that annoys the shit out of everybody. And she's going to fuck up Tomb Raider. Absolutely fuck up Tomb Raider.
Oh.
So, bring in writer's jail.
Well, but the writers get a pass because they are so manipulated. They're like, the producer says this, the studio says this, there's notes. A writer can easily go studio interference and be, innocent. So
you're right. And I caught part of your Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes review, and I felt the same way. It was very mid, but did that movie not feel like it had like massive producer notes towards the end? Like
for sure, and it's 20 minutes too long.
Yeah,
jeez, God,
and
what was the
and it totally took away from I liked Noah. I thought the effects were fucking wet. It killed it, dude. With those effects, they were so good.
They were really good, best ever. But still, I like the old Apes movies better.
Yeah, I do.
They were about ideas. They were about ideas.
They had a story, yes, and they had, and each one had a different idea, and they got crazier as they went on, and I fucking loved them. And dude, they showed those all the time again. Channel 5, Channel 13 had those things on high rotation, and watched the crap out of them when I was a kid. Loved them to death.
Same. I love those. I loved it.
R.I.P. Roddy McDowell. Man, that guy was just what a great actor.
I feel like don't care about Doctor Who at all. What's happening to that is horrifying. But I got dragged into a conversation on Twitter. I put the link there. Someone made a suggestion. If this whole recast of, or whatever of Doctor Who was about DEI, here's a better choice.
There's a much better choice.
He would have the whimsy and the humor, could do gravitas and make a and be less flamboyant.
People have been suggesting him since Matt Smith, maybe even before. But he's always come up, and I wasn't back in those days. I wasn't familiar with the IT crowd, but Ncuti Gatwa is the worst fucking possible decision. All he can play is Ncuti Gatwa, and the Doctor classically has been a character actor. You have a character actor play the Doctor.
Yes,
and that because character actors have range. It sounds bad to be called a character actor. I think you're a better actor if you're a character actor because you're a chameleon, and I love Jack Nicholson, but Jack Nicholson's just Jack Nicholson and everything. He's just got, he's a charming dude and he's funny, and he's got gravitas. So be Jack Nicholson and everything. Not saying he had tons of range, didn't need it because he's fucking Jack Nicholson, but there's not many people are like that. Like Peter Capaldi, great character actor. David Tennant, great character actor. Tom Baker is a character actor. They all are. John Pertwee. They and if you know, you go back in the John Pertwee days, like he had multiple facets. Like he could have done anything. Like he was a very talented actor. Shudigawa is gay.
But like, not just look, I have a lot of friends who are gay. They're not like all flamboyant.
Well, they're
They just
humans, and that's an
they're
aspect
human.
of their life. It's
But
not their entire life.
Being super effeminate gay is a different thing altogether. And when he said that line, his chocolateness, it was so insufferable, Gary. I was like, what are you doing? It's like you should see through that. You should see Doctor Who, and who I see is an actor desperate for acceptance. That's who I see.
Exactly.
I don't see Doctor Who.
Instead of like, let my work speak for itself, which it always should be, especially when you're in a big IP. Like it should not be about you. It should be about let my work speak for itself.
Precisely.
And when they learn how to shut the fuck up, that's when things will get better. When they have an agent goes, shut the fuck up. That's what all of your agents should be saying in Hollywood right now is shut the fuck up. Look at Rachel Zegler. She's trying to like, oh, I had a really tough year last year and let's just try healing because I'm guessing somebody told her to shut the fuck up.
Right.
Which a little late, but it's good. It's good. Like I said it in a video, the Jerry Seinfeld video I did. We're in the post-apocalypse, so we're getting a bunch of fucking holdovers, and this is just what they delayed and had left. But people are sick of this shit. They're so fucking done with this. The Doctor Who ratings are not going to be good. That was the most predictable thing of predictable things for this year. They're not going to be good. Nobody cares. Nobody wants to watch this shit. And you know, thinking you're going to get new fans, you're insane. You're insane. Jinx Monsoon goes, you know, called Doctor Who fans racist and bigots and said, fuck off. Okay. And then she goes, good riddance. He goes, good riddance. There'll be 3 to replace you because of the diversity. Care to wager on that?
Yeah.
Let's wager on that. Let's wager on that.
When has that ever worked? It's never worked. Never.
Look at
once.
Look at the Doctor Who fans just on Twitter. Look at their collections. Look, you know, and by the way, all you new Doctor Who fans, show us your Doctor Who collections. But yeah, how you know, how many Doctor Who fans is it going to take to replace what I used to buy from Doctor Who, which was everything? It's going to take more than 3, sweetheart. So, and then there's countless Doctor Who fans who have awesome collections in the UK. They're out. Everybody's out. So you just told the money to fuck off. And what's the first rule? Don't fuck with the money. Don't fuck with the money. And they did. So bye. Bye. We'll see with the Rings of Power if the course correction, because everybody's talking about course correction. We'll see if it happens. And what Chris brought up, the first sign will be we won't hear a fucking word about diversity.
Yep. Yeah.
But it's already happened. You can't take away the Rings of Power season 1. You can't take away Shudigatwa's last few episodes. You can't take away The Last Jedi and The Force Awakens. You can't take away 5 shitty seasons of Star Trek Discovery. They happened. So you have this uphill battle that like Hollywood's not even willing to fight and can't fight because it's litigated in their fucking rules now. It's contractually obligated diversity, which makes it even worse. Worse.
It's not a selling point. Diversity is not a selling point. It's been around since, you know, going way back. And pointing it out is unnecessary. And if it works, you don't notice it. Like a Richard Iode, who we were just talking about from the IT crowd. No one.
Everybody would be excited. Everybody would be excited, Chris.
He can do humor, gravitas. He's in bit parts in movies in America, but he's not a breakout star.
No, but in the UK, it would have been like 100% across the board. Yeah. Everybody would have been happy. And then that energy would have helped. It's not like people know who Ncuti Gatwa is in America.
Yeah. Who was he before this?
He was in Sex Education, playing a gay character.
Yeah, I don't think.
So Ncuti Gatwa.
Yeah.
And I wouldn't have known that unless I read it in an article, because I had no idea. No idea the show existed. No intention to ever watch it. But that's fine. That show can exist. I'm okay with that show existing. Somebody from that show being the Doctor, not so sure. No, actually, it's proven it doesn't work. So good luck, Disney, with 2 years of that shit on your streaming service. By the way, Willow probably had better numbers. No, I know Willow had better numbers,
right,
than fucking Disney Doctor Who, and they erased it from existence.
Wow, did you hear how much it cost? I saw Clownfish did a video on it. It's crazy what every episode cost. It was nuts.
Oh,
like almost 20 million per episode.
Holy shit. That's almost 2 Godzilla -1s per episode. Did you hear Doctor Strange Mom?
Oh yeah.
414 million. What gets lost in that article, find that article on Forbes. You don't have to, X-Ray Girl. Just you in the audience. I don't know if I'm reading it wrong, but look at the cost of Endgame.
Oh, I didn't see that.
It's I don't even want to say it because I might be reading it wrong. But it's twice as much as Doctor Strange Mom.
So like 800 million.
Yeah, something like that, but I might be reading it wrong. Like, holy shit.
Wow.
And Rise of Skywalker was rumored to be $600 million, and I absolutely believe that now. Absolutely.
Yeah, I believe that.
But yeah, Doctor Strange Mom, 414 million. They got some kind of tax credit, so it rounded out to like 375. That movie might not have made any money, and it almost hit $1 billion.
You know what? It's like they're using girl math.
Yeah,
girl math.
If I spend more,
I got it on sale. I got it on sale. They marked it up, then marked it down. I got it on sale.
It's free, basically. I love the videos on girl math. So dumb.
Hey, let's watch a trailer real quick. One more.
Which one?
Oh God.
Which one? How many more do we have?
This is
well, you know, it's a movie that's going to be really big around these parts, you know, around the nerdrotic sphere.
By the way, I described the movie to you as gay Star Wars. This is gay Star Wars, is what this is. If it's the one I'm thinking.
I didn't have the link from Lady Gravemaster, so just tell me which one and I'll find it.
I sent it to you, X-Ray Girl. I sent it to you.
Oh, that one. Okay.
Is it that one, Gary?
Well, then there's Wicked.
Yeah.
Didn't you send a Wicked thing?
I did. I sent it. Yeah.
Okay. I need to confirm.
And I love the stage play, and this looks awful.
Because the girls were hot in the stage play, okay?
Yeah.
Alphaville, is that her name? She was hot. She was a hot
Alphaville,
whatever. Hot green chick. Yeah. That's why all the husbands went. They didn't listen to the song or give a shit about the theme. They're like, hey, there's a couple hot chicks running around.
It's diverse.
They might be lesbians. All right.
You know, like South Park pointed out, if you go to a Broadway play with a woman, you know what's up next.
What is up next? Do I want to know?
It better be.
Yeah, it's that's you get a surprise.
Well, yeah, or she gets she gets a surprise when you come back and you enjoyed it a little bit too much and she finds out you did.
Right.
I'm genuinely confused, but I don't want to know.
South Park thing.
Okay. Okay. All right, let's watch it.
Okay. This is about Donald Trump.
No, really? Oh my God!
No, what I mean is that are people wicked, or do they have wickedness thrust upon them? You could read it as Trump is the Wicked Witch, and the media lie about him and make him into a villain, which is what they do with Elphaba in this. They make her the villain. She's not really a villain, but she's made out to be. I'm joking.
I know.
Not Trump, but
I mean, that's what the media does. They lie.
Right.
But this is I'm not going to say it's patient zero of the MCU and the Force is female and then intersectional feminism. This was around Fury Road. There's lots of Logan, a lot of patient zeros that might have been good movies, but we didn't know what was coming after, which was so much worse.
Sorry to interrupt. But
No, dude, interrupt. It's all good. Hit play, X-Ray Girl.
Yep.
And it was the unjust patriarchal systems that have been keeping her down. And the hero's journey is she just takes off the chains of the patriarchy and becomes the great person she's always been.
By the way, this is part 1. There's
No.
This is 2 movies.
No.
Yeah, just letting you know.
Oh.
The stage plays like 3 hours, so which is normal for
This
Broadway.
movie is
No, the stage plays 3 hours.
Oh, okay.
The movie will probably be 2 parts, 4 hours, right?
Yeah, at least
Good Lord.
Too long.
it looks expensive
It looks very expensive.
and overproduced. Lots of digital effects.
This will
Oh
be,
my God.
this will be the
Wizard.
Trump allegory.
Wait till you see who the wizard is.
I have the best witches, the very best witches.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
I love the music so much, but I want to like it, but I don't think I
No,
will.
The stage play is great. It really
Mhm.
is. It's a legit prequel to the Wizard of Oz movie.
Mhm.
It sets up everything. It's
So this
actually
this
cool.
bitch gets melted.
In the end.
Well,
yeah.
I don't want to say anything, but I love the stage play. This is terrible. Ugh.
Sorry, did I spoil the Wizard of the Oz movie from
No, it's okay. Yeah.
I mean, I watched
100
it
years
okay,
ago.
Gary? I watched it.
Okay,
The one
good.
movie.
The Wiz is Biden. And the way to bring people together is give them a good enemy. Right? Okay, maybe not. I'm just having fun.
Hey, try to have fun. I don't know. I was just thinking of The Wiz, which is a better version of this.
Yeah, the Wiz was
He's on down the
Diana
road.
Ross,
Michael Jackson. Yeah.
And it looks the look of it is that was a whole separate thing.
Yep.
Which was really good for what it was. This I love.
I know a lot of people like the music. For me, is like having a pencil stuck in my ear. It's torturous. So let's get through this.
Sorry, Gary.
It's
sorry.
okay.
Every big moment. And by the way, prediction: X-Ray Girl and Chrissy Mayer will love this movie.
Oh, absolutely.
But you haven't seen the play, have you? Have you, X-Ray Girl?
Like a long time ago.
You see it or not? You would remember. It's a great play
It is.
for what it is, but this film version and the actress they got to play Elphaba is they got a black actress, fine, whatever, but it makes it about race because they're prejudiced against her because she's green, right? Like it's more racial allegory. Whereas in the play, it's like she's different because she's green. So I don't know, man. I hate this.
Oh yeah. It looks like the ninth circle of hell, to be honest with you.
Right. And it's directed by the guy who did Crazy Rich Asians.
Oh,
So,
is there a 10th circle of hell?
well, this is going to be the biggest movie in the fall. Just wait. It'll be huge.
What else is coming out?
Not much.
Nothing. Nothing. Well, Joker.
Yeah, Joker 2.
What is it? For de la Frenchy do.
Oh,
For la de la do.
yeah.
I'll just call it the Joker 2. Lady Gaga.
But yeah, this will be big. So
I unfortunately think you're right. I think
yeah.
Maybe I should make the Friday Night Tights crew watch it.
Make them do it.
It's not as bad as Little Mermaid, okay?
Yeah, I mean, since there's nothing out, what do you think? Put up a poll. We'll let the audience decide. Should the FNT crew watch Wicked?
Go. Make them go. This is in what, November? Some
Thanksgiving? I don't know
when
the
people.
Thanksgiving is.
Because I love democracy.
Let the people decide.
Let the people decide.
Hey, how about this upcoming debate?
Oh,
with the big detail.
Dave Smith versus Chris Cuomo. Dave Smith will fucking destroy him. Won't even.
What is this?
Oh, the other debate? You mean the presidential one? Don't care. No.
No, tell me about this one.
No, Chris Cuomo and Dave Smith are going to debate on Patrick Bet David's podcast. Dave Smith will fucking destroy him. I am here for it. I
can't wait to watch it.
I can't wait. Presidential debate?
Here's the thing that concerns me. No
Biden might die during the debate. I mean, I don't want him to, but I mean, he's old. Okay. So
he might pop a blood vessel. Remember that one
debate? Might have an aneurysm.
His eye turned red. Remember that?
Yeah. He's old.
Crazy.
He should be counting his stolen money and fishing somewhere.
Well, the no audience thing is concerning, and my concern too, it will be edited, not live, edited.
Oh, yeah, that's a bit of a problem. I'd rather watch Dave Smith go after Cuomo.
I'll watch both.
I think. What do I think? I think Trump will probably destroy him because I saw the video on Twitter. And whether you love or hate it, 14 edits. No, it was like a 10-second video. I think there was 14 edits in that clip where he's like, "Yeah, I'll take you on. I'll take you on. Fish gonna water."
It was a 14-second clip. There were 5 or 6 cuts.
5 or 6 cuts. Yeah, he couldn't talk for 14 seconds straight, going, "I'll take you on, Donald Trump." Ain't no way, no how, no finger is going to come and flash in it. That is authentic frontier gibberish, by the way.
It's Mr. Burns. That's who it is. Mr. Burns. You know, I love it. Whatever. It's going to be fun. Debate.
Smooth the DJ. We're going to get super chats now because Chris.
Oh, can I tell a quick story?
Okay.
Which involves, post-stroke, right? So not my best weekend in Vegas, had the stroke the night of the Film Threat meetup. And I got to say, Mrs. Nerdrotic is amazing. Anyone who interacts with her in any way, she is such a selfless, amazing, caring person. Gary, you don't deserve her.
No.
She is amazing. Your wife is incredible, so kind, unnecessarily doing things, helping me out, never asked for help, just helping for no reason. She's I cannot rave about her enough. I wish there was a clone of her. I would marry her clone.
I do that.
Gary's too. Like, I'm ready to fight.
All I'm saying is, I can't speak highly.
Technically, it's not cheating.
No, but she's incredible. And when this is a week after the stroke, I'm sitting at my aunt's house in Orange County in this bed where there's like a table, like a hospital table. I'm sitting there like barely any energy. She's like texting me, make up, connect your profile to your link tree. And she's like, I'm like, I'm too tired. She's like, do it. She's like making me do stuff. No, like in a good way.
Yeah.
Like she's helping me. I'm so grateful. She's like, Gary's gonna plug it. Like, do this. I'm like, I am too tired. Do it. She's like making me do it for my own good. And I did it. And I'm sitting there watching FNT. I love it. Never miss it. Never miss it. Right. I'm watching live, and you build up to a point, and you're like, "Hey, we got to talk about something serious." And I'm getting nervous. I don't like the world to be about me. I hate my birthday. I hate being the center of it, which is weird. I'm on YouTube. I don't like to be the center of attention, right? So you're building up to this thing. I'm so nervous. I'm like, oh, I just don't. And Gary's building up. Got something really important to talk about. Plushies. And then you go in this whole thing. You're plugging the plushies. And I'm sitting there, and you never mentioned the that I connected my PayPal to my Linktree, and it was this whole thing. We got the plushies. Go, fuck plushies. Fuck plushies. I blame Big Plushie. I don't think like X-Ray Girl having a plushie. I get it. It's a girl thing. Girls collect plushies. She gets a pass. But if you're a man who buys a plushie, it better be for your dog. Oh, that's all I'm saying.
They are. They're for the dog. I don't, and it's completely up to what they do.
Listen. I've never had a plushie in my life. I have one plushie. Can I tell you what it is? It's Khan from Star Trek 2.
Hell yeah.
It exists. I don't know why. I saw it at a yard sale, and I was like, I can't believe
there was plushies for everything, like in the late 90s because of the Beanie Baby shit. So
I'm sitting there, and I'm like, he's talking about the plushies? What the fuck? Now, a few people reached there's some incredibly generous people. I took the PayPal off my Linktree. I'm embarrassed. I have a Kickstarter coming up for a movie I'm almost done with that I'll share that at some point. My Kickstarter crowdfund campaign be cool. But the plushie thing, I couldn't stop thinking about fucking plushies. And every time you plug the plushies, I'm like, fuck plushies. It's Big Plushie.
Big Plushie.
Big Plushie.
Big Plushie. Makeshift. By the way, get some plushies.
Yeah, but your wife, the moral to the story is your wife is awesome. That's the moral.
She is. She is. Can't say enough. She's very good at stop being a pussy. That's what she's very good at that. Stop being a fucking pussy.
Yeah.
Get off your ass.
She's an incredible woman, and I'm grateful to know her. So she's great.
We got to get the soups. You can put
sorry,
that up
Gary.
real quick. It's okay.
Derailed with the story here.
It's all good. There you go, Chris. Plushies.
I'd buy an X-Ray Girl one. I would buy that in a heartbeat.
Well, there's 2 days left.
2 days left.
All right.
And then they're gone.
All right.
Then they're gone.
Mm-hmm.
But Big Plushie will make some more of
Big
some other
Plushie.
things. Smooth the DJ for 60 British pounds. Proper money. Wait, let's get my hail. Happy Hunt Day. I wanted to give a shout out to my gaming partner in crime, Tomby. Is it Tomby? And also a huge shout out to the Dames and Dorks podcast run by my dear friends Nomi. Without you, Lily. Is that the Lily from Twitter? Is it Lily?
Yes, I know them. They're great. I follow them on
Lily
X
from Twitter was on fire yesterday. Yeah.
Shout out to Nomi.
Lily from Twitter. Your one of your tweets is in my next video.
Lily's great. Love her.
Dr. Rachel. We know Dr. Rachel. And Magitech Mags. All hail to the fellowship and the 199. Hail, Smooth.
Yeah.
Hail to the ladies, to the dames, to the broads. Max Relax has gifted 5 Nerdrotic memberships for $25. Thank you very much, Max. Morgan Santo for $19.99. Gore, I'm loving the flavor saver on the face. P.S. My wife gags when I ever say that about my beard. LOL. All hail the fellowship. Well, I mean, actually,
what were you doing before you called it the flavor saver?
Yeah.
Depends on what you were doing.
This part's the flavor saver, by the way, right here. Just to let you know. The soul patch is the flavor saver.
Really?
Right? Yes.
Interesting.
Yes. Fish Shooter 24. Fucking fly. Sorry. Or an hallucination from Lots of acid back in the 80s. Not really sure. Fish Shooter 24 for $20. Hail, Frank. You look like Tim Allen in the Santa Claus movie. That's not bad.
I'll take it. I'm going to go full Santa Claus by the fall.
And he sounds like Regarding Henry.
Yeah, I do. Regarding Henry.
Early on. Smooth the DJs get to 5 Nerdrotic memberships, $25. Thank you, Smooth. Geeking with James Hancock. Hail, brother. What's up, James? How you doing? I saw you at the meetup. Welcome back, Mr. Gore. It was a pleasure meeting you at CinemaCon, and I am thrilled to see you back on the Nooner.
Hell
See, people are glad to see you back. Go check out James Hancock's channel, by the way. It's been around a long time. He reviews movies. That's what he does. Big. He is a cinemaphile. He is one of those cinemaphiles.
Welcome to the party.
The infamous El Guapo on the Streamlabs side for $17.77. Great seeing Captain Dad rant back in the voice of Lord Flashheart, like the beard it gives me something to hang on to. But in all honesty, great to see you getting better and back slaying it with Gary. God bless. Keep it up, you two. Hey, hail, brother. Thank you.
Thank you.
Matthew Hammond for $20 says, did you see the Nicolas Cage will play Spider-Man Noir? Yeah. Is that real? In a live action series on MGM Prime Video? I'm kind of down. I'm down. I am down. He will reprise his role from Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. I'm down. Is it so? It's live action too. Oh wow. Yeah. Okay, yeah, I'll check it out. Nick Cage, I'm there. I'd love to see him come back as Ghost Rider, but that's me.
Yeah.
Josh Kelsey has dropped $19.99. Doesn't say anything, but that's what Josh does. Thank you, Josh. Vic, the Stampede for 200 Czechoslovakian pesos. Kids in the 90s and the early 2000s or early aughts. All over the world, watched, played Batman, Star Wars, Soups, Dragon Ball, Final Fantasy, Mario, etc. We are diverse, progressive, and so racist that we can't imagine someone not white enjoying Batman. Exactly. These were never problems. Never, ever problems in the 90s. Things were getting better. Things were getting much better until Obama's second term. Just going to leave that out there.
Yeah.
Leave that out there. Fear the Tardo in 3 parts for $52. Get my Tardo voice going. Welcome back. Oh, okay. Welcome back, Frank Gore. Hope brain work now. If not, can ride short bus with Tardo. Not bad as sound. Can do lots fun activities like sing Wheels on the Bus or see how much stuff can stuff in Tardo's belly button. Tardo no have cavernous belly button like Sex Pig Girl, but still lots of stuff. Stuff in there. Tardo's bus have adult diapers in case have accident and drill bucket in brain or night. Bus driver smart and use drool bucket to clean hot caca off that seat. Anywho, Tardo hope Frank Gore good now. Glad stroke allowed Frank Gore to come out as gay since admit watch broad gay musicals. Lock it in. Yay. Yay. Yeah. Samuel Erickson for $49.99. Hail. Old movies were diverse, but there was an in-world and real-world meritocracy. Exactly. Nobody questioned Arnie or Carl Weathers as SF or Jackie Chan for stunts, but nobody believes 100-pound ladies with shaved heads are badass Furiosa, one-armed sniper to shake my head, who ends up being enslaved by the end of the movie. So
I heard things.
Yeah. Go watch Mad Max, The Road Warrior, and although it's widely panned, Beyond Thunderdome. Go watch those great movies.
Go watch Mad Max, the Australian version.
Not the American dub. Fucking terrible.
It was dubbed in American.
Aren't they in 4K now?
It's so weird.
Is Road Warrior? I thought I saw it was going to be in 4K or is in 4K.
I hope so. It's one of my all-time favorites. It was huge in the 80s. Huge. I saw it like 7 times in a theater. It was that score is so good. And by the way, it was diverse. You had like gay characters and a disabled character, and it was awesome. But it was like
Okay.
just didn't matter.
You can get the Mad Max is in 4K. You can get the anthology, or you can get them individually. As they are definitely in 4K. Hell yeah!
Well, there you go.
That one voodoo guy for $20 says, "Welcome back, Chris. I second what Chris said. Mrs. Nerdrotic has responded to my emails and even followed me on IG. She's very cool. Yes, she is. She is. I know how to pick them. Come on, man. Honestly, I don't know how. I got lucky. B Chain 315 for $10. Gore. I think Chris should read all the Fear the Tardo super chats from now on. He won't even need to put on an accent.
Oh, good. Yeah. Gary, let me do it.
In the future, next one, you get to do it.
Sure.
Super happy to have you back. Hail, Chris.
Thank you.
Nick the Geek for $1.99. What a stroke of luck. Chris Gore is back.
By the way, I love all the stroke jokes. I love it. I
Good.
burst out laughing every time.
It is a nooner.
Yeah.
It is a nooner. For the therapy fund, after watching Dr. or Nurse What? Yes. Thank you, Shiz Spivak Esquire. Glad I said that. John Cannon for $10. Got a strokes are not to be got a strokes? X-ray girl?
I think he was having a stroke. I just left it that way.
Got a strokes are not to be dismissed easily. So glad Chris is back and healthy. Hail to the chat, the fellowship, and the film threat crew. Hail all of those people. Exactly.
Thank you.
Arg, not another name for $9.99. I love the Rangs of Power begins with Amazon logo and someone saying an evil seems to be fitting. Yeah, no, that first clip of the trailer perfectly encapsulates what the show is. It shows the Prime logo turning into some black splooge, and they said an evil, dark and ancient has returned, and then it shows like a sploogey shit monster crawling from the depths. And I'm like, yep, that's the show. That's the show. Roasty Film Watcher for $5. Chris, please don't die. The fellowship needs you. Hashtag we stand Frank Gore. We stand Frank Gore.
Close enough.
Roasty Film Watcher for $5. Chris, please don't. Oh, I read that one. God damn it. I just had a stroke. Alex Belfour for $10. Guy Ladriel, Warrior Queen of the Rings of Empowerment. Exactly. I think the Rims of Power is a much better name. The Rims of Power. Beer Business One for $4.99. Hail Chris and his marvelous R&B cosplay. There you go. Yeah, they're starting to look a lot alike now. You notice that?
Yeah, in peripheral, like I keep thinking you're R&B.
Yeah, he just shaved anyway. So.
All right.
His birthday is today.
His birthday's today?
That's right.
Oh my God. You guys
15th.
were super duper generous, and we have a heart out today. So I think we should. I'm going to read a few more, and then I think we should save these for next week. Okay. So
sure.
Chris will be here, so we can add some.
Here.
My apologies to the chat. I normally finish them on the nooner, but I have a hard out today, and so does Chris. Because I'll tell you why. Screw it. I'll tell you why. I'm signing a Rumble contract today. Signing an exclusive Rumble. Now, everything's going to stay here and stay the same. So nothing's changing on YouTube. Zero's changing. We are adding things. Including, but not limited to, well, yes, actually limited to just these things. A Monday Nooner is returning, Rumble only. Monday Nooner returns. Forbidden Frontier will be on Rumble so we can get into the weeds, like deep into the conspiracy weeds. We've been holding back on a lot of stuff. Clips will be available on Nerdrotic Live. So we will be doing clips from, by the way, clips from the Nooner will be available on Nerdrotic Daily. And we will be doing like short edited versions of the show on Nerdrotic Live. But if you want to watch it live, it will be going to Rumble. Finally, a bonus hour of FNT. You get a bonus hour. Uncensored FNT will be on Rumble.
That's huge.
A bonus hour of FNT. Deal gets signed today. As soon as they send it, because we've ironed everything out. And That's what I've been waiting. So people are going, what are you going to do with Rumble? That's what I'm doing with Rumble.
Gary, that's huge. I cannot wait.
It's going to be fun.
Awesome. Yeah.
We'll probably go dual stream. I mean, like, I don't know. What do you think? Well, I have to talk to you, Chris. What do you think about dual streaming the show? I guess we could.
I like it.
Yeah,
we can. And then you can end it on YouTube and then go to Rumble or uncensored.
Yeah, I mean, like, I can't imagine what we do with uncensored stuff. I mean, I guess Rumble can just be the gay black rapper hour.
We can put pixels on my mic.
Yeah. Bunch of pixels.
The Legion of Memers are going to do that right now. Like right now. Legion of Memers.
Get to work.
Oh, God. Oh, I'm almost sorry I said that. Now that you know. Anaquamon, so that's what's coming up. Anaquamon, abuser of Streamlabs for $20. Glad to see Chris is back in action. I hope you're healthy enough to keep watching your musicals. P.S. Glad to see X-Ray Girl playing Helldivers 2 again. Those commie bugs are on Earth. I sent you pics on Twitter to prove it.
Nice.
Fluggy for $10 says, welcome back, Chris Gore. Watched Iron Claw this weekend. A really good movie. Hail to the fellowship.
Really good. Really good.
Chris Gore is now Gandalf the White. Beard looks great, sir, says Fred Mayer for $10. 105 has donated $10. Thank you very much. This will be the last one. And again, I truly apologize. We will save these for next week, so Chris will be here to answer them. Thank you, X-Ray Girl. And thank you for in advance for your patience, everyone.
One more large one.
All right, well, let me get Dar RK8182 for $10. Best part of Rings of Power when Freyrin summoned a giant stone golem wielding a collapsed star against her clone. Best show of the year. Check out the masterpiece, Freyrin Beyond Journey's End. Yeah, I'm going to be the comments on the trailer are getting better, so I'm glad I waited a day because we're going to go over some of those. We're going to go. By the way. The ratio passed 200,000, right? Where's it at? Read that last one. X-Ray Girl.
So we have the one voodoo guy for 20 says, Gary, that's huge. Congrats. And then also Discobra for 20 says, welcome back, Gorman.
Thank you. Thank you so much. I renewed. The sleeper has
risen.
Awakened. Yeah, that's right.
Oh, God, I can't see it because I'm in Firefox.
That's all right.
No, I was here. I'm going to pull up a Chrome tab. I'm going to regret this.
No.
I put up Rings of Power Season 2 and Drinker's video came up first. Fuck yeah! Yeah, baby! My video will be out tomorrow, but in the meantime, watch Drinker's video. It's fucking great. Rings of Power trail. It's so great. His video comes up first. You suck. 295,000 downvotes. 266,000 upvotes. Can we get it to 300? Oh, I'm not supposed to be doing that. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't downvote the downvote button that nobody can see. Give an honest answer. If you like it, give it a thumbs up. If you truly like it, give it a thumbs up. Where'd the comments go? Oh, that one's still the top comment. Oh, no. Yeah, it's still the top comment. What impresses me about this trailer is they haven't turned off the comments yet. Which are golden, by the way. Hail to the fellowship. You guys are great. All right, Chris, what do you got coming up?
Tonight, around 7 p.m. Pacific, we'll be talking about Furiosa. Alan and I are going to screening in like a couple hours, and we'll be talking about it tonight. And then Film Threat Livecast, Friday, 9 a.m. Pacific, normal streaming. And I've got a Kickstarter coming up. I'm waiting for the timing, when to release it. So I can't really say much about it. Your wife gave me good feedback.
Okay.
She's helping me.
So, but it's almost like, is it ready or almost ready?
It's like ready.
Oh, it's ready.
I gotta push the button. I'm just nervous.
Don't be nervous.
I'll just We'll see.
Just do it. Oh, well, whatever my
Do
wife
it.
said. I don't want to contradict
Nerves
what my
are
wife
good,
said,
though.
but I have an
Yeah, yeah.
idea that I'll tell you off the air. But
Okay.
and I, oh God, hopefully I'll be done with my video so I can watch your review of Furiosa.
Yep. Yeah.
Furiosa.
Can't wait to watch your video. No.
It's like Fury Road was like a movie I loved.
Yeah.
And never watched again. It's like Logan. It's like I liked it a lot and never watched it again, which tells me I'll probably go back and watch it before. I'll watch Fury Road. I'll definitely watch all the Mad Max movies, all the proper Mad Max movies again. I love George Miller too. But what everybody wants is Mel Gibson as Old Man Mad Max, which would actually make a lot of fucking money with George Miller directing.
Yeah. I don't know why.
Not little skinny Anya Taylor-Joy destroying dudes 3 times their size. It's just going to be ridiculous, even with a robot arm. But X-Ray Girl, what do you got coming up?
Just BBC plushies and follow me everywhere because I do things on stream like gaming and.
I'm glad you were.
I think you just had a stroll.
I'm glad you were specific. Okay.
You do things. It's not pixelated.
Well, that brings up a funny story because Krista, when she crossed the first time to the States, and they're like, why are you going to the States? And she's like, for a meetup. And it's like, oh, what do you do on the internet? I make videos. And you're like, yeah, I think you should expand on that.
About gaming.
Yep. So, yeah. Welcome back, Chris. It's nice to have you.
Thank you.
Back.
Well, it was great. But I've been watching everybody. So it's not like you went away from me. I watch everybody. So
You went away for us and we missed you. And
well, thank
Yeah.
you
I
so
think
much.
I
I'm
speak for the
back.
chat. We're glad you're
Yeah.
back.
Thank you, man. It's good to be back.
Hell yeah. Thanks to the Modrotics. Thanks to everyone who left a super chat and donation. Thanks to everyone who participated in the chat. Thanks to all the lurkers out there.
Yeah, thanks to the chat and very generous people who did reach out to me. I'm so unbelievable outpouring and I'm humbled by it all. So thank you to everybody. Thank you.
And we will see you next hump day. And this Friday night, we have Danica. Good week to have Danica. X-Men 97 wraps up. Dune.
Dune Prophecy,
So
yeah.
Danica returns. Comic Book Girl 19. And I'll be on Open Bar tomorrow. So and Paranormal X. Don't forget Paranormal X at 12 p.m. Central on Nerdrotic Live, and the Paranormal X channel will be simulcasting that interview. So see you tomorrow.
Awesome.
Bye-bye.
Later.
Nerdrotic.com.